Hi everyone. So the second rule we look at in simplifying CFGs is removing null productions, or we could say that we are removing epsilon productions. You would also see this being called removing lambda productions because epsilon and lambda are often both used for empty strings. So one thing we need to keep in mind with this rule is that um, it can only be done when the grammar itself does not generate epsilon. For example, if we look at the grammar which is ASB or epsilon, in this case we can't remove the epsilon production. If we still try to go ahead and try and remove the epsilon productions, what we could get is ASB or AB. And we should remember that this is not actually the same as the one on the left. On the left, what we are saying is that epsilon is part of the language, so it's fine if the string that's generated is epsilon. On the right, we are saying that epsilon is not part of the language, so there's a difference between these two. So we should always first try and assess whether epsilon is part of the language itself or not, and only if it isn't should we go ahead and do this removal of epsilon productions. So let's take an example where epsilon isn't actually part of the language. So what I have S goes to AAB and A goes to CA or epsilon. So in this case, as you can see, I have an epsilon production in A and I want to get rid of it. So what I do is I need to remove it from the A production as well, but it will also change my S production, and the reason is because I have an A here. So what we are doing is we are saying, what if this A itself goes to epsilon? So what my grammar now changes to is I go to S goes to AAB. Of course that still stays, but now I take S going to AB as well, because what if A is epsilon, so I need to add that rule to S. And for A itself, what I do is I say that A goes to CA. Of course here C is a terminal symbol. I just want to mention in case you're confusing it with capital C, which could be a non-terminal. So A goes to CA, that's the first one. And within this CA rule itself, so within this rule right here, what if A goes what if in the next step A becomes epsilon, then I'm saying that this A right here can go to just C as well. So this is the final grammar that we get after removing epsilon symbols. So what you need to do when removing epsilon symbols is you need to consider all the rules where that non-terminal symbol occurs. So these non-terminal symbols are called nullable symbols. So in this case, A is nullable. So you consider A, which is the nullable symbol, and you see every rule where every production where that nullable symbol occurs, and you add a production rule there. So for example, A occurs in S goes to AAB. So what you do is you replace A by epsilon in this and add another production rule here. So that's what we have done. So this first one, of course, it stays intact. So this one is just what was originally there. But then what I did was A was my nullable symbol, so I added this rule as well by replacing A with epsilon. Secondly, I go to the next rule, which is A goes to CA, and here A itself is my nullable symbol. So what I do is in CA, which is this one, I replace A by epsilon and I get just C, which is what I add right here. So this part was originally there and the second one is what I added. So that's how we remove epsilon productions. I hope this is clear. If you did understand this second rule in simplifying context-free grammars, do give the video a like. We'll look at the third rule in the next video. So subscribe to my channel to know when the next video is up. and share the video with your friends so that they can also watch and learn. I'll see you next time.